What do you do, YouTube? I'm here with a quick video, man. I'm back with a quick video about the New York shooting in Buffalo, man. And I had to touch base on this before I went to sleep, man. I had to. Too much going on, and it's ridiculous, man. And we're not doing anything about it. Picture speaks louder than words, man. As you can see, the suspect is handcuffed and look like everything is a okay. I mean, if that was another person or a person of color, it wouldn't have went down like that. I was doing some research and reading about. He told the cops that he was going to kill himself, and they talked him down, and he put the weapon down. And if that was a person of color, they just would have shot him. This was a person that took 10 lives, 8 African Americans and 2 white. Color doesn't matter. He killed 10 people, but specifically he wanted to kill all black people. Let's just be honest. He had a gun that said nigger on it. He specifically went to a black town to kill black people. That's what his intention is. That's not sugarcoat anything with this young man. And this is not a racist channel. This is a channel of opinions and what's right and wrong. And this is wrong. The problem is, what are people and what are we as people of color going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? We just can't stand here and let this happen. You feel me? Like us protesting, right? We've been doing this for years. Us protesting, it's not gonna make a difference at all. What is that going to do? Protest it? Oh, let's have peace. No, it's not peace. There's 10 people that lost their lives over nonsense, over a hate crime. When are we going to get on code? It's time to speak the truth. When truth is due, it's time to speak the truth. Like there's no way in hell, I'm sorry, that this guy right here should be walking in handcuffs. There's no way in hell. And I did like a quick video before. I had to delete it because I was streaming wrong, and I lost a subscriber because the person wasn't feeling what I was saying about this situation. I was like, okay, well, then whoever unsubscribed to my channel, you must be racist. I don't know who you are, if you know me personally, but you unsubscribe to my channel because I'm speaking truth, then you must be racist. And you must agree what this young guy done. Went to a black neighborhood specifically to shoot black people. And another thing, when I look deeper into it, his family has a lot to do with this. They know and knew that there's something wrong with this guy, and they let things slide. A lot of this has to do with this young man's family. I'm sure he was teached racism in his home. At the end of the day, a lot of this comes from your home, like they always say when it comes to us, and when we act a fool. Or it must be his upbringing. Well, in this situation, it must be this guy's upbringing from his family. This was definitely from his upbringing. Let's be real. Please leave your comments below. What do you feel about this case? And if you want to hop on, if you want to leave your comments, I'll put the StreamYard key below real fast. I'm only going to be on in here for a couple of minutes. It is real late on my side. I just had to touch base on this because this has to stop. Hey, what's going on, Terrence? I'm just doing a quick live real fast about the shooting that happened in New York. Myself, I'm from Jersey, so it touched real home. That could have been one of my loved ones and family and friends that could have been there. You said it looked like a video game. Yeah, it's just a little quick live I'm doing. I did another live about dating earlier, and that was a successful video. This is just a quick video before I go to sleep. Really, just my audio, just talking. It's real late. I'm tired. I'm probably gonna do another video about this that's gonna be more specific, but I just had to touch on it before I went to sleep. That is crazy to understand. That is ridiculous. Really? Wow. Had a shooting in Cali. This is ridiculous. Like at the end of the day, when are we as black people going to stand up and stop with the marching and let's get on code and change the situation, because all that marching, it's not stopping anything from happening. And look at this. There's no way in hell this guy. That's why I got this picture on here. There's no way in hell this guy right here should be in handcuffs. If that was a man of color, he would have been dead. And I was reading an article saying that he was going to commit suicide, and they stopped him from killing himself. Like, what? Really? They stopped him from killing himself. Like, come on now. When is this going to stop? This is a joke now, and the reporters are nothing but jokes. I was watching ABC about this news, and they got black puppets basically telling the story. Like, come on now, this is just ridiculous, and us as people are letting this happen because we're not standing up. All that protesting is done. It's going to take a thousand of us to die for 100 of us to wake up, in my opinion. Like, when are we going to stand up? And all of that tough guy act with a lot of these people walking around, and you just letting people just shoot up a market in a church, and you just letting it slide, but you ready to pop the next black man next to you for selling, for talking junk about you, for stepping on your shoes. You're ready to murder somebody. Like, I'm just not understanding this subject at all. You feel me at all? Like, what, as a race, as a black race, what are we doing about this? Like, we're not doing anything. We just talk. That's all we are, is talk. That's why people don't take us serious. Sometimes you gotta be more than talk. Let's go back to the Malcolm X times. You feel me? Time to bear arms and fight. Because it's not gonna get, it's not gonna get no better. Let's just be honest. It's gonna stay like this until we stand up and fight. Because this is ridiculous. There's no way in hell he should be walking out there in handcuffs. Like, really? They think this is a joke. And I worked for the system for a couple of years, and they're gonna put this on a mental problem. Oh, he has mental problems. No, he don't have a mental problem. He know exactly what he was doing. He went to a black town specifically with a gun written that said "nigger" on his pistol to go shoot black people. There's nothing wrong with this guy's brain. Nobody wants to hear that story. And if they do place that story, it's time to raise hell. And none of that protesting is going to work. It's time to go raise hell. Like, he just murdered 10 innocent people. What, 8 black and 2 white? He just killed 10 innocent people. For what? This is more than a hate crime. This comes from his house. I feel like this has a lot to do with his upbringing. I'm sure he comes from a household of racists, of white supremacy. I'm sure of it. This ain't nothing that he just thought about in his head. This is something that he had planned for a while. He put this on social media. This is something that his friends and family already knew. Yeah, he's definitely war ready. Like, he knew this, and I feel like his family knew this. This is something his family knew already. And I feel like a lot of the blame should be put on his family. Like, they let this slide. They knew his intentions. They knew he had hate in his heart, and they still let this slide. So who else is to get blamed? I feel like his mother, his father, whoever who lives in his household should be getting blamed for this, not just him. This has a lot to do with his upbringing. If it comes to us, that's the first thing they point at. Well, maybe it was his upbringing. The reason why he robbed the bank. Well, that's flipped the script. It was his upbringing, the reason why he shot up a market, or the reason why somebody shot up a church. It's their upbringing. And this guy definitely was war ready. military gear and all of that. He's ready for war. He was ready to take out more people if he could. Like this is ridiculous, and we're just letting it happen. We got over like 1 million gang members, people that's part of different organizations, and we're not stopping none of these people from hate crimes. We're not stopping it. We're letting it happen. This is why it's happening because we're just letting it happen. Like it's ridiculous. When are we gonna stand up and fight? Like when as a people are we gonna stand up and fight? And I don't mean fighting with words. It's time to fight with hands. It's time to get busy now. It's time to get busy in this world because this is going to keep on going and it's not going to stop. We need to get on code. We need to get on code seriously. Like this is not a game. This is not a joke. We have a team of people that's trying to take us out, and we're just letting it happen. And basically, we're taking each other out. You feel me? Like we're taking each other out. Hmm. I ain't know what to talk about. Like man, this rest in peace to those that lost their lives. Like this ridiculous. You go grocery shopping and never go back home ever again. It's ridiculous over a coward, an 18-year-old punk, sissified. Like like look at this. Look at this picture, right? I put this picture up. Look at this picture. The picture speaks louder than words. There's no way in hell he should be in handcuffs. We should be acting crazy just because of this picture right here. He's walking out in handcuffs. If it was one of us, we would walk. We wouldn't be walking out. We'd be carried down a damn body bag. Let's be honest. So I know a lot of people might replay back this video. I might lose some followers, some subscribers, like I did in the last video. I posted about this and I had to delete it because I was streaming on the wrong platform, and I lost a subscriber because I'm keeping it real. Well, he sure kept it real, right? With his intentions to go and shoot innocent black people. And I don't want to hear none of that. Something wrong with his brain. No, there's nothing wrong with his brain. He knew exactly what he was going to do. Now, what are we going to do? What are we going to do as a black race? What are we going to do as people? We're just going to stand here and let this happen like we did everything else? Because I don't see no change happening. If there's no change going to happen, this is going to keep on happening. Because we're not stopping it from happening. We have to stop it from happening. This is ridiculous. Where are the riders at? Where are the OGs at? This is ridiculous. All the people that's supposed to be about that life, right? Yeah, right. What life you about? You're about taking our life just like they take our lives. You're a part of the team. You're a part of the team. You're just a part of the team. You know better than them. They're taking us out too. Man, I don't want to hear nothing about no drive-bys, no nothing from any black person, man. Like if you kill any black person now, you straight coward. You a straight coward if you kill your own kind. They already taking us out. And this is not a racist page. I don't debate about race. I'm not racist at all. I'm just speaking facts. It's time to speak facts. What are we going to do as a people? We're just going to stand here and let this happen? What are we going to protest and la la let us free? What are we going to sing and hum and clap and all that stuff? What is that going to do? Is that going to bring back the people that just lost their lives? No. What is that going to do? We need to get on code with this. This ain't never going to change. You feel me? Leave in the comments what you think. This is never going to change. What do we as black people need to do to stop this? Or as people as anything, race or not. But you know, this is directly towards black people because this guy's intention was to go kill black people. So if I lose subscribers for it and people don't like what I'm saying, okay, but I'm speaking the truth. This guy's intentions was to go kill black people. Let's just keep it real. His intentions was to go kill black people. He didn't care about that with somebody's mother, aunt, father. He didn't care. He saw color and he aimed to kill. And he walked out in handcuffs. And we just letting it slide. I even put my the StreamYard key. Anybody want to hop on the StreamYard key and have your opinion? You feel free. I'll be here for a couple of minutes. I'm not gonna be here long because it is super late. It is super late where I'm at right now. But I just had to speak my piece about this because this is ridiculous. You know, this is my StreamYard key. It's in the comments if you want to hop on real fast. If not, it's cool. It is real late. You know, my intentions, this is not a race debate with me right now. This is to speak in facts. And my heart goes out to every single one that lost their lives, their family, because this is a sad situation. And this is a sad picture right here. A guy he just killed 10 people. He's walking out in handcuffs. He didn't just kill black people. His intention was just to kill black people, but he ended up killing 2 white people too. So 10 innocent people lost their lives. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't even know what to say about this, man. Like, what do we have to do to stop this? This takes an effort of people to stop this. This is never going to stop just with talking. Where's the justice at? You know what I mean? I don't feel like hearing like, oh, he had mental problems. This happened because he has mental problems. He went through a mental stage in his life and this and that. No, nobody wants to hear that no more. People lost their loved ones. Nobody wants to hear that garbage anymore. That's not going to bring back people's lives. Like somebody lost their life. 10 people lost their lives. 10 people. And there's a shooting in Cali. So that means that this is a chain that's going on. So what are we going to do? Just let this happen and get eliminated? They're trying to eliminate all of us. And we just going to let this happen? What are we doing about it? What are we doing about it? We just standing letting this happen? We're going to protest? We're going to march again? Don't shoot? What are we going to do? This is ridiculous. And sometimes I just get tired of just hearing this, seeing this, and that's not doing anything. It's just getting on my damn nerves, to be honest. Like, we need to stand up and we need to fight for justice. If that don't go, then we need to find another method. We need to stick together and find a plan because this is not going to work. This is not working. This is not working. Whatever we're doing right now is not working. It's a game nowadays. It's a game. And they're trying to take us out like it is a video game. Can't believe this, man. Like, again, this is always going to go on until we find out how to stop this. This is never going to stop. I had to touch on this, man. It was just heavy on my heart before I went to sleep. I had to touch on this a little bit. I ain't mean for to be on this long, and I ain't mean for people really to hop on and things like that. But I appreciate those that did hop on, and I appreciate the ones that unsubscribe to my channel because that just showed me who you really are. I don't want nobody that condones and accepts people getting killed. And then you speak the truth. They don't want to have nothing to do. They want to unsubscribe to your channel. Then go ahead. That means that you wasn't the real one from the get-go. Unsubscribe to my channel. I'm going to speak the truth on this. On this platform, I speak the truth. I have good topics, and I speak the truth about every single topic that I'm going to be dropping. I'm going to be dropping heat on this platform. And when things do pop up, I'm going to speak about it. That's what I do. This is my podcast, my channel. I'm going to speak my mind. This is not a debate. This is not to fight with people, not to argue with people, but I am going to speak my mind about cases like this. And this is something that needs to be talked about because it's not getting talked about enough. If we ain't going to talk about it, who's going to talk about it? So if you replay this back, please leave your opinions and all of that in the comments. Any hate, you can leave that alone. This page ain't for the hate. This page ain't for the hate. You can't give your opinion, but this page is not for the hate. I'm just sitting here thinking, like, again, we just letting this happen. We ain't never gonna learn. We ain't never gonna learn, people. And do you see that these white supremacists are coming army ready? I mean army ready, like machine guns, army pants, shields, hats, gloves. Like they are military ready. Are we? A lot of us don't even know how to shoot a gun. A lot of men are actually weak now and can't even fight. So what are we doing out here? We're losing out here. This is ridiculous. Like we're losing, and you don't see it. You're gonna see it when the war is over, and we already lost. We're losing. We haven't lost yet, but if we don't get on cold, we're gonna lose the war. And they're making it into a war. It's not us. They're making it into a racist war, and that's not what I'm about. My platform is not nothing about this. It's not about a race. None of that. It's about truth. It's about truth. And like once again, this picture speaks itself. Like this suspect right here, suspect. I mean this killer. He's not worried about going to jail. He knows he's going to have backup. He's not worried about it. And the cops don't seem like they're worried about it too much either. Or the news reporters, because they're not even speaking the real facts when it comes to the suspect. The suspect and or about his whereabouts or his family. Where the words coming from his family. I want to hear the words from his family, what they have to say about him. Because I'm sure they have the same intentions as him. Because I'm sure that's where he got it from. That's just my opinion. I feel like it comes from the home. They always say it comes from the home first. I feel like in this situation, it comes from the home. Most of the time, these shooters and these hate crimes, it comes from the home. It starts from the home. Something had to trigger him. Let's look at his parents. Let's see their upbringing. I want to see his parents' upbringing. Because this is ridiculous. This is never going to stop until we put our foot down and stop it. But definitely leave your comments below. Hopefully I don't lose too many subscribers. If I do, hey, fuck it. I'm going to speak the truth on this platform. If you don't like it, then you need to get the hell up out of here anyway. I only want true people and true people that support me. So if I'm going to speak about an incident that's truthful and that happened about in the news, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna give my opinion about it, especially on this topic. We got 10 people that lost their lives. We have a person that intentionally went to go kill black people on person and had a gun that said nigger on it. He went to go assassinate black people. We're not gonna let that slide, and I'm gonna talk about it on this platform. And if you want to unsubscribe to my channel, go ahead. I don't want you on here. I'm gonna speak my mind, and it's about 2 something in the morning on my side. I'm still gonna talk my mind before I go to sleep. I'm tired as hell, but I had to do this. I had to put this video out right now. I had to speak my mind before I went to sleep. It's weighing on my heart. The people that lost their lives, rest in peace. I'm sorry to the families because this is crazy. This shouldn't have happened. This could have been prevented. That's why I'm saying that a lot of this has to do with his family. Let's look at his family. Leave that in the comments. If you think that this has to do with his upbringing in his household, because that's what I'm pointing my finger at. I'm pointing my finger more in his household, his upbringing. Let's look at his parents. Let's look at his friends, his surroundings, where he's from. Let's look at that. I want to see what his family has to say about him murdering 10 people. Let's see what they think about that. You know what I mean? And, I might make another part of this if you get more intake, more news about this suspect. And I hate that word suspect because he's not a suspect. He's a killer. He's not a suspect. So let's stop that suspect crap. He's not a suspect, okay? He is a killer. He killed 10 people. He is a murderer. He's a murderer. He's a murderer that walked out in handcuffs. Unbelievable. That's why I got this picture on here on purpose. He's a murderer that walked out in handcuffs. Let's leave that right there. He's a murderer that walked out in handcuffs. No matter what race he is, black, white, whatever. He's a murderer that walked out in handcuffs. And I'm sorry, if this was another race, if this was a black person, let's just be honest, truthful. If this was a black person, there's no way in hell he would have walked out in handcuffs. You could debate me all you want in the comments. You could debate. You can unsubscribe to my channel all you want. As I speak facts, I speak facts on this platform. If this was a black person, there's no way in hell he would have walked out in handcuffs. He walked out in handcuffs because he knew what he was doing. There's nothing wrong with his brain. And they're going to say, well, he has mental problem. They're going to use the mental problem to bake rap him. And what he going to do? Maybe 20 years in jail? I'm sure he not even going to do 20 years in jail. I'd be surprised. They always got a lot of things up their sleeve. So let's stay tuned to this case. Let's see what they say. We already know what they're going to do. The question is, what are we going to do? What are we going to do is the real question. This incident already happened. It's over. We can't go back in the past, but we do control the future. I always say that. Can't go back in the past, but you do control the future. So what are we going to do as a people? Let that ring in your ear. Go sleep on that note. What are we going to do as a people? What are we going to do? It's time to stand up and fight. Don't waste your time with all that marching. It doesn't work. And I'm tired of seeing it. I'm going to get up out of here, take my butt to sleep with my family. Everybody already knocked out. I'm over here just yapping and talking. I had to get this off my chest. I had to. It is real late. You know what I mean? I'm going to speak my mind on this platform. That's what I'm going to do. But thanks for anybody that tuned in at this time. I definitely appreciate it. I got more content coming soon. Anything else about this case that does come up, I'm going to talk about it if you like it or not. I'm going to talk about it on my show. I'm going to leave that on that note there. Thanks anybody that tuned in. Definitely hit that subscribe button, that like button for your boy. If you don't, it's all good. Anyways, over and out with this video. One love.